think one of the best parts about growing up on a dairy farm is it gives you a sense of the reality of life. Things aren't really sugar-coated when you're growing up on a farm. Every day you gotta take care of the cows. Cows don't take a day off, whether it's Christmas, whether it's 2 feet of snow outside, it doesn't matter. And getting to see my dad kind of do that, and the dedication that it takes, commitment, folds into loyalty. All these things are traits that I think you can't really grow up on a farm and not have some of those traits kind of ingrained in you. My name is Paul Mason. I'm a technically 4th generation dairy farmer in southeastern Pennsylvania. We milk about 500 cows and raise another 500 young stock. Growing up on a dairy farm is something that's definitely, I could tell, kind of set apart from my peers as I was growing up. I started feeding calves when I was 5 years old. Every day after school, you come home, you got to take care of the calves, and having that opportunity to plant a seed, to watch it grow, to see a calf grow, to be concerned about the nutrition, the health of that calf, and be rewarded with, her growing up and being a producer and producing a very wholesome product that provides nutritional value, critical, essential nutritional value to people. There's a certain level of satisfaction that comes with that I don't believe there's too many other career paths that can give that type of satisfaction. Yeah, so it's been pretty cool to have our cow 3044 break the U.S. lifetime milk production record for a Holstein. She's pushing over 480,000 pounds. She might hit 500,000 pounds this lactation, we'll see. She's in her 10th lactation, she's 13 years old. And one of the cool parts about her hitting that record is that we didn't treat her differently than any other cow. She wasn't in a special box stall. She was just in the herd, in the pens, going through the same treatment as all of our other cows. And you look back at her records, and she really doesn't have any health events. She's had great repro, and I think it really speaks volumes to that whole notion of just providing an opportunity for nature to kind of do its thing, for these animals to do their thing. Her hitting that record, I think, is just kind of somewhat of random chance. I'm not going to sit here and say that there was a formula to be able to hit that. It wasn't like it was a goal we had set out 10 years ago. It was just one of those things that it's one of those rewarding elements of being in farming, that when you provide the opportunity, sometimes cool stuff happens. So when it comes to corn silage selection, we have a really high percent of corn silage in our ration. Growing corn and crops in this region of southeastern Pennsylvania, land base is a challenge for us. So given that, we got to make sure that every acre we really optimize our yield, and that we can get the most amount of feed value off of that acre as we can. It's got to be one that's going to hit both on a nutritional basis and as well as on a yield basis. And I think it's more than just that fiber digestibility. There's that starch digestibility component, and that's really when we started looking at Master's Choice, trying to chase that starch digestibility and making sure that we can try and optimize the return on that acre as well as the return in the cow. And so, from our perspective, it hits kind of that fiber digestibility threshold that we need, and then it really kind of supersedes a lot of the other hybrids that we've looked at in terms of starch digestibility and availability to the cow, as well as not dragging on any yield. I think for me, it's more kind of rewarding to be able to see a lot of the culture that my father has put into the farm kind of come to fruition there. I mean, he's always drilled in on the details, that all the little things matter. You got to do all these little things right. To be able to see kind of the manifestation of what paying attention to all those details can mean is something that's really cool.